When I was younger, it seemed like I had an infinite well of imagination, constantly overflowing and expanding. I would draw elaborate scenes of characters in dialogue with each other, with multiple storylines unfolding simultaneously on one page. I felt like I could draw literally anything I could think of, no matter how weird it was, and there was no limit. Somewhere along the lines, the scenes I drew began to shrink. I stared longer at blank pages before drawing anything, and when I picked up a pencil, my hand was plagued by hesitation, in fear of creating an imperfect sketch. Drawing became less of a stream of consciousness and more of a product with an end goal. Even further down the line, the majority of my art practice was reduced to the margins of my math notes, a barren white prison with about an inch of width. But at least my AP art classes gave me an excuse to keep making art, I thought. But I had lost myself in the chase for perfection, and when I stumbled back across my old drawings, it was hard to believe that they even came from me. I wondered where my childhood imagination went, and worried that it might be lost forever. It was like I was a shell of who I once was, like I didn't know how to make art without the paralysis of making a perfect masterpiece. I had took a long break from creating art out of imagination. Once I realized what I had lost, I knew I had to get it back, and that it would take a lot of unlearning. It started with one character, one that I would draw over and over again, each time a little different, until I could begin to understand them. From there, my story began to branch out and evolve on its own. What can be both frustrating and rewarding is that sometimes a story doesn't start from the beginning. It's a very nonlinear process of piecing together first what you do know and leaving space for the unknown to fill in later on. I think that's what art's all about. I think that to love art is to love life itself. To find a reason to keep going when life doesn't feel worth all the trouble. And writing stories is my way of going back to my roots. It's said that the opposite of imagination is reality. As Nietzsche once said, no artist tolerates reality. I don't always agree with old German philosophers, but I think he was right on that one. In all those hours I spent drawing as a kid, teenager, and now adult, I was always resisting and rethinking reality. Especially in the current state of our world, I think we should recognize imagination as one of the most transformative tools for healing, regeneration, hope, colonial resistance, and realigning our systems towards human and planetary well-being. If you have a story, a painting, a poem, a song, or any piece of art in your heart, I think that you really have nothing to lose and everything to gain by opening yourself up to it. Just as much as your art needs you to create it, you also need your art to learn more about yourself. One of my professors said something I never forgot even after years passed, and I think it stuck with me because I also believe that it's true. And what he said was that the world truly needs your art because your art is something that only you can create. In a world where it seems like nothing is original anymore, or that somehow all of your ideas have already been written, I think it's so important to remember that only you have lived the life that you had. Only you have grown up the way that you have, or had the experiences and the memories and the joys and the lows of life that you have had, and your own inner world is a reflection of all of the people who have touched your life and all of the memories and all of the moments that have changed your perspective and your worldview. I think that making art is so special because it's a chance for you to bring your own inner world out into reality and enrich other people's realities with your own. So my name is Katie, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you continue to stick along and join me on this journey of finding your spark and making art fun again. And please let me know in the comments below what you've been struggling with recently and what you hope to create one day.